Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Auto Repair Marketing Podcast. I am your host, Brian Walker, and I am doing a solo cast today. So I am by myself. And the topic I'm going to cover today is about content creation and being willing to create content that has already been covered by someone else. Before I get too far into this, I do want to thank our sponsors, RepairPal, for providing this episode. RepairPal is the key that unlocks more business for your repair shop. Learn more at repairpal.com/shops. So, there's been this thing that I've heard from people, and I mean, I've even thought it myself sometimes, when it comes to creating content and this idea around, well, I'm not going to do that because it's already been talked about. And the thing is in the world, in the internet age, and gosh, I'm making myself sound really old right now when I say those words, the internet age, because so many people, that's their entire life. They don't know anything different. But, in the age of the internet, you're going to be hard pressed to ever find a topic that has not been covered. I mean, you can go on YouTube and find just about anything you want to find about any topic. You pick the car down to the year model and the particular engine that it has and a particular problem, and you can probably find a YouTube video about that. Any topic that you want, you can find a blog written about it. And if you go into it with this idea of I'm not going to do that piece of content because it's already been covered, then you're never going to make any content at all. The thing is, like there's this guy right now, Alex Hormozi, and he really is a genius when it comes to marketing and sales. And I have followed him for a little while now. He has a book that's been out for years called $100 Million Offers. And he just did a book launch for his new book, $100 Million Leads. And he, the internet kind of blew up. If you're in the marketing space at all, anyway, the internet kind of blew up with everything about Alex Hormozi and this event that he put on. And he put on this book launch event, and he went live on YouTube, and he had 500,000 people join the book launch event. It's like nothing anyone has ever really seen before. The hype that he built up around it, and the number of people that showed up to this thing. And I watched it. It was an hour and a half long event on YouTube. I'll put a link to it in the show notes. Uh, and if you've been in this space at all, everything that he talked about on this event is stuff that Russell Brunson, who was the founder of ClickFunnels, Russell has been talking about this stuff for years. And then if you look at Russell Brunson's content, he's talking about stuff that Dan Kennedy has been talking about for years. And probably if you start looking at Dan Kennedy's content, you'll find that someone before him has been talking about it for years. And you know, there's nothing that you're ever going to do that hasn't already been covered. The thing is you will hear something, like well, I'll just ask you the question. Have you ever heard something that you've heard over and over before and it just hits different? Maybe you're at a training event like Vision or ASTE, and you go in and you listen to a coach who's talking about something, and they tell you something that you've heard it before, but this time it just hits different, and you actually go and you take action with it. And maybe it's because that person said what they were saying a little bit different. Maybe they gave a different analogy or told a story that resonated with you more. Maybe you just liked that person more. Maybe you identified with them. So when they said it, it became something that you like attached to and said, okay, I'm going to go take action with this now. And it's the same thing with all of the different content creators that are out there. There are some of them that you're going to resonate with and some of them that you're not. There are people out there who are going to resonate with you, and people out there who are not. They're going to resonate with someone else. So when it comes to this idea of creating content that's already been created, go out there and make it your own. Find ways to do it a little bit better than someone has already done. Find ways to make it a little bit different. Add in details that maybe they didn't. Details, stories, are a big thing from your own personal experiences because, you can talk about things that that person who, the other people who created the content can't because you have different life experiences based around that. And then in the world of auto repair, there's geographic significance also. So, when somebody finds a piece of content that you have created and they see that, well, man, they're right down the road from me, then all of a sudden you are the expert authority on that topic and they want you to do the repair on their car or the maintenance or whatever it is. So, my point in this, and I know I've already said it about 3 times, don't worry about whether or not the content has already been created. Go create it anyway, make it your own, try to make it better, put your own life experiences into it, and then, just the whole know, like, trust factor. Um, if you're, especially if you're doing video, or even if you're writing a blog, you can write in a way that people can kind of see your, or read, feel your personality through it when they're reading. But if you're doing video, especially, then people are able to pick up on things and determine, do I like this person? Do I know them? Do I like them? Do I trust them? And that's where the magic can really, come into creating something that's already been created. And one of the things that you can do where you have the advantage of something that's already been created is you can go read what other people are saying about it. Now that doesn't mean that you change your opinion or your mind, and if they legitimately do change your opinion or your mind about something, then great. But you can go read the things that other people have said, and that's going to spur ideas for you that are going to allow you to put things into your content. Maybe you're reading it and you're like, yeah, but you forgot about this. Well, you make sure that you add that into your own content. So go create the content, make it your own, let your personality shine through it, and man, just make content. The more content you make, the more clients you will get, the more people you will be exposing your shop to. So go out there and make that content. Hey, again, I want to thank our sponsors, Repair Pal, for being the sponsors of this episode. They're the ones who make this possible. Also, we are just one of 5 really great podcasts on the Aftermarket Radio Network. You can find all of them at aftermarketradionetwork.com. I hope that you'll tune in again next week. And until then, go fill those bays.